dealing with extreme cold temperatures. Those extreme cold temperatures do continue into the rest of this week, into the weekend, and by next week, no real relief in sight. No, we are getting a bit of relief. We're going to get back to the average high for this time of year, but with those wind chills, it still will remain cold. And then I was looking at the next 2 weeks. Unfortunately, it does look like those real frigid temperatures do make a return. So I'm going to get to that in your 7-day shortly, but let's take a look first at what's happening. These are the warnings that are currently in effect. An extreme cold warning in effect for the city of London and areas out towards southwestern Ontario, while areas like Owen Sound under a snow squall warning. So they're under a snow squall warning that has been in effect since yesterday, and that's pushing squalls through that area and more of a heavy accumulation in that area as well. So what's happening today? Well, they'll start to weaken in those areas, and the rest of the day not looking bad. City of Toronto, what are we going to see? What are we going to see? Are we going to see any more snow going forward? Well, it doesn't look like there's any big real weather makers happening. But what we are seeing is, of course, that extreme cold continuing. And then throughout the overnight, we could see a few flurries that extend into tomorrow morning. But overall, not bad at all. We could see blowing snow because of the stronger wind gusts throughout the overnight. But overall, it's not horrible. No weather makers like we've seen the last 24, 48 hours. But taking a look at the polar vortex. The polar vortex, I wanted to show you this because this really has impacted us. It's brought us that cold air, and we continue to see that cold air heading into the weekend. So what is a polar vortex? Let me explain it for you. This is what we're seeing. So a large area of cold air that's around the poles, and it lingers there usually. But what happens here is that when the jet stream is, not as strong, we start to see a weaken, and we start to see this jet stream dip a bit. And that colder air that we're seeing, it does start to sag, and it sags into areas like Ontario, and even we saw it in Saskatchewan where they were dealing with the coldest air. But here in Ontario, we're dealing with some pretty cold air, and going forward into Friday, you're gonna really, really feel it. Minus 10 degrees is our daytime high today, and that feels a lot closer to anywhere from about minus 15 to minus 17 with the wind chill when we do reach minus 10, minus 9 in Newmarket, minus 9 in Barrie. Now here's your forecasted highs for the next 10 days. We do start to climb. So by Monday and Tuesday, yeah, you're probably looking at that and saying, hey, that's not bad. -2 is where we're supposed to be, and we're sitting at -3 on Monday and Tuesday. With the wind chill, it's going to feel a little colder. But then take a look at Saturday, not this weekend, the following weekend. We start to dip once again, and then heading into the week after that, we really get into those minus double-digit temperatures once again. So that cold air just lingering. Now forecast, what are we seeing in terms of snow? Not much. Lots of cloud cover heading into the rest of today and tomorrow as well. Tomorrow morning, we could see a few flakes. But other than that, it does remain dry. Friday, lots of sunshine. Saturday, lots of sunshine. And that continues into early next week. But take a look at those wind chills. For example, Friday morning, -33 with the wind chill. The daytime high, -13, but it will feel closer to about -20. And then on Saturday, -10 degrees, it feels closer to -20. The morning starts off, it feels closer to -26. So you get it. By Monday, though, when we do reach our daytime high of -3, that'll feel a lot closer to -8. So yes, it is still cold, still bundle up, but nowhere near what we're seeing this week. That's a look at your 7-day forecast.